Now, we are pleased to be joined in studio by the President and CEO of MX Energy. Jeff Mayer is here with us. Welcome to the show, sir.
Nice to be here.
All right. Now, we are talking about a very interesting concept that you pretty much pioneered about 10 years ago, and that is customers paying a fixed rate for their energy bills. Explain this a little bit to us.
Well, historically, Chris, back to the days of Edison, the utilities have simply passed through the cost of energy to their customers. So if war broke out in the Mideast and prices went up, the customer paid more. Peace broke out in the Mideast, customers paid less. Along come the competitive marketers in the late 90s when the energy business started to deregulate in 22 states or so. Companies like MX Energy had an alternative for consumers. We can offer customers the ability to lock in their energy rates the same way that a bank offers a consumer the ability to lock in interest rates. And so we are offering customers, we have about 500,000 customers throughout the country and in Canada, locking in their energy supply costs in natural gas and electricity.
What have you found in the 10 years that you've offered this? In terms of either cost savings for people or it's cost them more? I mean, I know you've done extensive studies on that in terms of how you can sell it to the consumer.
It's a very good question because we can't guarantee savings. It would be a fraud, it would be a misrepresentation. Not that a lot of marketers do promise savings, but my crystal ball is broken. I don't know where energy costs are going. Nobody does. However, as you know, over the past couple decades, energy costs have been very volatile. Natural gas prices are now over 60% volatility, even more than crude oil prices. And electricity is even more volatile. Volatility is a measure of the standard deviation of price movements. They move a lot. And so over the past couple decades, we've seen periods of very high volatility. After Hurricane Katrina, for example, prices went to the moon, then they came down. In the spring of 2008, when crude oil was trading $147 a barrel, energy prices went to the moon, they've come down. So more often than not, consumers that have locked in their energy costs have in fact realized savings, but we can't promise them.
So what happens now going forward? We're talking cap and trade left and right here. What happens to you if something like that goes through?
It doesn't really affect us, Tracy. However, I do want to note that MX Energy was one of the first companies to offer consumers the ability to buy carbon offsets. It amazes people when they realize that every homeowner in this country accounts for about 10 tons of carbon dioxide emissions on an annual basis. So we offered consumers the ability to buy what we call the earth-friendly product, which is essentially carbon offsets that are traded in the market. But cap and trade doesn't really affect our business. We're in the Main Street business or mainstream business of offering our consumers the ability to buy their basic supply. Now, we are starting to look at alternative energy efficiency products that can help consumers reduce their overall consumption. And we've started an energy audit program, for example, up in Michigan. We're offering homeowners the ability to audit their home's energy efficiency. And we're starting to offer customers the ability to put in spray foam insulation, seal their doors and windows, and so forth.
But how does it not affect you? I mean, because basically you're bundling electricity. So you're going to have to pay for it at some level. Cap and trade ostensibly will increase the cost of it.
Well, that's a much broader issue, of course. If it does go through, yes, it will be a tax in effect, whatever we want to call it. Effectively, it's a tax that will be imposed upon the producer of that energy, and in turn that will be passed through to consumers. So it would certainly affect our pricing, but it'll affect the pricing of everybody. We don't really compete with the utilities. In fact, where we offer our products, the utilities encourage us to come in. Con Ed, for example, has MX Energy and other competitive marketers on its website, encouraging customers to come and buy from competitive marketers because the utilities don't make any money from the energy. They make money from their hard assets, from their rate base. And so down the road, if cap and trade or other carbon taxes are imposed, everybody will be passing those through to the consumer.
How long can I lock in my energy costs? Is this just electricity? Can I do it with gas as well?
Different jurisdictions permit different offers. So we have over 20 states are deregulated and allow consumers, homeowners, small businesses to buy natural gas for consumption. We supply it just like the utility does. We lock in prices up to 2 years for businesses, up to 1 year for residential consumers. About 18 states offer consumers the same ability to lock in prices in electricity. New York is one of the most progressive of states. On the other hand,
so I'm with PSE&G. I could lock in with you.
You can.
And you're probably saying I should.
And you'll be able to sign up online. When you say, am I saying you should? Again, but it's a good. It puts me in an awkward position because just like a bank offering a fixed rate mortgage, I don't know if interest rates are going up or down. But you should look at the alternatives. And given that prices are now at the low of the past few years or close to the lows of the past few years, it's a good time to look at protecting yourself from higher prices.
Thank you
Jeff
so much.
Mayer, President and CEO of MX Energy. So we'll just go to the website, we'll check it out, and see if our local carrier is all copacetic.
Exactly. So we'd love to have you.
All right.
Thanks.